Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with Stephen Rhodes. Stephen, you're with ESS and you're one of the rental specialists in the market for surveying equipment and also quite a specialist in some of the things you do. Here at HxGN Live 2022, first impressions of what's going on here, Stephen. Why have you made the journey to Las Vegas?
Well, the journey has been really important to come. Our company is very embracing of new technologies, of innovation, and particularly the elements around sustainability, and that's what this conference is all about. It's bringing these leading solutions to the market that will help us with data, that will help us with the sustainability and credentials that customers are asking us for on a daily basis. So new technologies like this we are very keen to bring into our hire fleet so that customers get the benefit of it from a rental perspective.
Now we're talking today and throughout the conference, like you said, about sustainability, but what it's about is it's about actually joining everything together, isn't it? It's a simplifying the processes that are out there, using technologies that are also safer to use because you've got tilting poles instead of standing on the tilt yourself, but also you've got reality capture devices that are being launched. They're going to be launched very shortly. We don't know what the new one is yet, but these sort of things are important to you because you've got to help understand how things can be done better and more productive, haven't you?
This is correct, yeah. These new technologies enable surveyors to capture vast amounts of data. Things that traditionally a few years ago would have taken teams of people a long period of time to collect that amount of volume of data is done in a matter of minutes now with some of the technology out there. And it's accurate, it's pinpoint accurate technologies that give vast amounts of information to produce these digital twin models and bring the physical world into a digital environment. It does allow people to be more efficient in their planning. This all leads to more sustainable solutions because they're more efficient in what they're producing.
We're also seeing a lot of people thinking about specific cases, you know, and looking at specific technologies and how to do things better. You're one of those businesses that actually looks out there for those sort of things as well. Tell me about some of the stuff that you're doing at ESS that's slightly different to what you call your average rental business.
Well, a lot of the solutions that ESS provide are solutions where we combine technologies together.
Right.
So we have lots of technologies in surveying equipment, safety equipment, communications technologies such as walkie-talkies, radio systems, data transfer from really complex environments. So confined space, for example, is a big area that ESS focus on. And you need all these technologies in that environment to make sure that people go into confined spaces and are safe. Yeah. So our safety equipment includes ranges of gas detection, for example, which position your customer. We know where he is. We know the health of that person who's using our technology. We know that the things are recording correctly, and this is all providing data to the cloud. So one of the ESS solutions is to bring all these multi-manufacturers, such as we're here today, together into a cloud platform, and this will then enable our customers to package that data and slice and dice that data to get the exact information that they're looking for out of that solution.
And that's really important for me because we see data and data's everywhere and we're doing all these sort of point clouds and measurements and things like that, but it's how you use data effectively to actually do the day job and not be overwhelmed with the data. So that slicing and dicing is really important, and the sort of ability to access that data through a sort of dashboard or even a handheld device, isn't it?
That's correct, yeah. A lot of the sites that ESS customers work on are very dynamic. They change almost by the minute. And the reality capture solutions that are being displayed today enable you to capture this change in real time, virtually. Yeah. And that's a real plus point for our customers. They can see things evolving on their site, and they can take appropriate measures when there may be a safety risk, for example, that is developing, or where things are going to change, where they need to bring additional plant or materials or personnel in. That sort of planning is efficiencies.
And one of the things that we're also talking about is how data can actually deliver us to a more autonomous world, and sort of what was interesting about that discussion that I witnessed earlier today was fundamentally the autonomous ecosystem that people are talking about. You've just mentioned that you're part of that ecosystem of how you piece these things together and how it all works. The autonomous ecosystem needs to react to people and the way in which they try and work, doesn't it?
That's
so
right.
We need to be more flexible, don't we?
Yeah, these autonomous solutions enable us to monitor things very, very effectively. This is the other a big advantage for us. So we have a range of products on our fleet that enable customers to monitor things in real time.
Yeah.
So this could be a person, this could be a monitoring of a building as excavations are happening. It can be monitoring the communications that is happening across personnel. So you pick up on events earlier, you react to things quicker. And that ultimately translates into a lot of cost savings for our customers as they plan more effectively, and the equipment, being as efficient as it is now, can do the jobs quicker.
So it's all about autonomy, the road to autonomy, the autonomous ecosystems, but actually all of this information in real time, and real time is the critical time, because then you can do all the work. And ESS guys, never met you before, but learned a lot yesterday about the business, and it's fascinating to see how you're piecing all of that together and creating that model so that your customers can look at all those different elements in one place from one supplier. Great to meet you, Steve.
Thank you very much, Peter. Great to meet you too.
Cheers.